Okay, more Doctor Who. This is episode 6, Demons of Punjab, I think.
Yes.
No idea what to expect. I imagine it's going to be focused on Yaz again, based on the Next Time trailer, which I think she needs more focus on. And that's about all I can say. If you do hear any snide remarks coming from, for us, that direction, there is a very ancient old man who lives with us, and he may be making some snide remarks. So if you hear anything, that's just Neil. Don't worry about him, you're not going mad. See you soon.
I mean, their chalkboard cake. That's a nice cake.
Oh, don't eat it.
Cake is cake.
Did you know this? I want to give you these things before it's too late. Now, Jack, this is from letters your father wrote to me. My favourite granddaughter.
Correct.
Savage.
About that. I know what you're asking. The family history and time travel?
It's almost exactly the same as Father's Day intro.
Yeah.
Literally.
Watch out.
It's all very much only around it to be insulted.
Any object amassed with all sorts of fragmentary spatio-temporal particles.
Pakistan, never been there before. Another one off the bucket list, as long as there's no killer turtles. Yeah, I'm well up for it.
1 hour.
Can't wait for that book.
I want that episode.
No, book, sorry. Book or comic.
Northern Punjab.
Oh. Hear it? Hear it?
You alright? I think so.
I'm half left.
Probably. Certainly.
Can't wait for them not to die. He's gonna
Can't
die.
wait for him to die.
Told you he's not coming back.
Walking's not going to serve him well today.
And that Uncle Malik's third cousin's younger sister, Yaz. And these are my friends, Ryan, Graham,
Should have something of that,
and
didn't she?
Doctor. Hi.
Yep.
All the way from England. My baby brother thinks he can do everything better than me.
The watch.
Whoa. It's going to get smashed by demons.
All of you, it's been announced. Coming, Mum.
The next Doctor's being announced.
What's happening?
Peter Capaldi.
Partition. We're in the middle of the partition of India.
3, 2,
Oh boy.
1.
Ready for the celebrations?
I love you, brother. And you're gone.
Brother.
It's him.
There's the trailer shot. Oh, hello.
They didn't go far.
They really didn't.
Oh no.
Oh, it's the guy.
It's me playing Red Dead.
He's fine. Thanos?
That feels like getting even weirder.
Gold star for Ryan. Oh wait. Sour in points. Oh, for God, please.
I'm coming with you.
No, I know this boy.
Face as she falls
I can help.
first.
He's saying.
I don't think you need to look at the Sonic to see that, mate.
That was cool.
Definitely if you find that in there.
Perhaps it's back.
Hopefully quite like that, but you're getting the gist.
Spaceship, all right.
Oh, shiny.
I can't read on anything.
Same.
Beautiful.
At least she's not going.
Hey, that worked.
Well done, Ryan.
What is it?
Nice.
Exactly what I wanted.
That's why I saw the demons. The hive is sacred.
Ew. Cut their fucking fingernails.
I know.
I was hoping they'd pair these two up eventually.
Just one more, Bradley.
Is he going to break our hearts again?
Well, honestly, you don't know whether any of us know the real truth of our own lives. Because we're too busy living them from the inside. So just enjoy it. Yeah.
Whoa.
Live this moment and figure it out.
Oh God, who am I?
Sounds like trouble.
You just wrapped up.
Oh, the golden eyes!
I'm hoping it'll keep them out for the next few hours. Enough time for you to get married
Just pop
and for
back in, yeah.
everyone safe.
Are you serious? I
Go
thought
ahead.
what's just happened? Come see.
And we marry first thing. And then if we have to fight them, we will. Come on.
She needs to sort out her priorities.
We can't have a universe with no Yaz. Now, whatever's in here.
Probably can.
Now tell us more.
Absolutely not.
Nobody breathe too deeply. It's overloaded my Sonic. Too many inputs.
Again?
Think. Have to go on a walk.
She needs to take better care of her stuff.
I need
That's right,
oil,
it will automatically
water,
regenerate
clean
itself.
bath,
Just don't notice to use
9
everything.
containers.
I like the locations in this one.
I reckon it's still South Africa.
It looks
I
so
am
pretty.
never, ever getting spit from an ox ever again, no matter how much you're needing. The ox took a bit of a shine to him.
Boy, wouldn't that have been cool to watch?
Yeah,
Couldn't afford the ox.
probably not.
So what is it then? Science. Should break the sample down, give us more information. Never did this when I was a man. Doctor, you and your jokes. Yeah, that's right. My references to body and gender regeneration are all in jest. Such a comedian.
But maybe if you had to prepare a body this morning, you wouldn't draw so well either.
You're gonna kill the mood, love.
You could marry us. Don't be ridiculous. I suppose I could. No, Doctor, I haven't officiated a wedding since Einstein's. His parents didn't approve either. Non-denominational though.
If your father were alive, he'd die on the spot.
Everyone is saying it's a new
They
future.
won't be alive
We
anyway.
make our own traditions now.
Even if sometimes I don't recognise the brother I left behind.
Oh my god, it's not miserable.
I would have understood.
Oh,
Well, he's dead, so
He's a
me.
She's going to officiate. So what? Is it me?
You're looking for.
You've come to assassinate me.
Millions will perish, unseen, unknown in the days to come here.
Casualties of partition.
We read the time waves.
But why this family? Why this land?
Oh boy.
His time is soon.
How soon?
2 minutes ago,
Give him a date. How did he die?
We can show you.
he tripped.
time for another alien.
The pating. Oh, Bradley.
And you, Prem. Oh, good man.
Oh. Protect Graham. 2K18s.
Graham's gonna die.
Oh, he is.
I am.
Fred, you've been caught. For you, the chase is over.
I'm going to be the first woman married in Pakistan.
Haha!
Of course you are.
That's what she said at the start.
Will you let me feed you?
Oh.
Everyone has a kink.
I worked it for my brothers,
Oh my god,
One
this
didn't
guy.
and the other I wish hadn't.
Oh,
Enough managed.
No. This is your matter. Yours to keep forever.
until she gives it away.
Friend.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Ghost.
It's fine.
He's just
It's
broken.
perfect. This is us, forever.
Broken.
Our moment in time.
Ah. Shame it's your last moment.
If you want to get out to life,
What
Damn.
have you done? Who's coming?
It's like PTSD or something.
Oh boy. Gun him down.
I'll put my finger on this map, and wherever it lands, I'm going to go.
And you
No,
pick
no,
Sheffield.
that's-
Nice.
Such an exotic word. It's in England. Do you know
Unlucky.
it? Stop talking. We have to leave.
Of all the places you picked them really like it's not even UK is not even that big on that map. Sheffield's probably not even marked.
Hashtag not my granddad. Gonna apply that to Yaz or Ryan now.
Oh boy.
these are demons I have to face alone.
Aha.
The true demons of the Punjab.
Really? I know you.
Kevin.
We fought together in Siam.
Oh. Hello.
Watch over him now.
Damn. like how it's similar to Rosa, but they kind of had to lose it again.
Yeah. There'd be more aliens, isn't there?
Can't get too ahead of themselves.
I love you, Nanny. And I love you too, Rudy.
Next time.
Do you enjoy it, Neil?
Right. Spider one would have been better.
Well, that's what you get for being on placement. Right, what do you think?
It's more hard hitting than I expected it to be.
Yeah. I wasn't really into him until about halfway through.
Yeah, when the twist came in about them being witnesses rather than assassins, I was like, this is a different kind of story.
Yeah. I like how they kind of switched that on its head. I think it looked great.
Yeah.
I do think the supporting cast weren't very good.
The only good people was the mum and the guy who died.
Yeah.
The other two, her young Nan and the evil guy, they were a bit wooden.
Yeah, I think that was...
She was okay every now and then, but she
Yeah.
could be wooden, and then he was just wooden the whole time.
Yeah, which wasn't ideal. But...
At least they're giving new actors chances, I guess.
That's true. And Jodie's great. Bradley's great.
Bradley's the best bit. He had some more lines that were very...
Shake your head at me, Neil. She's great.
He was very poignant again.
Yeah. I really like the design of those things. I can't remember what they
I'm
were called.
surprised that they had that much budget.
Oh, the eyes.
Because it wasn't like a rubbish, fake, just face paint. It was like proper Jadoon style helmet, but with
eyes and
the spider eyes and
teeth.
It's like a spider's head with no skin.
Yeah, gross. Yeah, I like the emotional weight that it had.
Yeah, it was more than I thought it was going to have.
Yeah.
And it was also a very... it aired on a very poignant day, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that was intentional.
Yeah.
I imagine it must have been.
I like that historical aspect of it.
Yeah.
That all
It
goes
wasn't
with
as... didn't explain it as much as I think Rosa did, and as much they did with the science in the last episode.
Yeah, that
I
was
thought
funny.
it was sort of very much like, oh, it's this, now we're just going to gloss it
Yeah, I
over.
thought it was going to be like, oh, they're going for the educational angle.
Yeah.
What's that? Science.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. Maybe not.
That was fake science this time.
Yeah, that was Doctor Who science.
But yeah, it was more historical than I thought it would have been.
Yeah, because the demons in the title were probably referring to more of the humans, which I quite liked.
Yeah.
Because humans are monsters. Don't know if I have much more to say. I think...
It was an alright episode.
Another average one, I think.
Nothing in there was like stand out bad or stand out good. I don't think.
No. I don't know where I'd rank it.
It did, like I said, it did feel very much Father's Day.
Yeah.
Especially at the start when she was like, "Oh, you have a time machine, let's go back," and it even starts with, "Hey, here's me and a relative talking about someone that's died. Can we go back and see him?" The same way as in Father's Day, it was here's me and my mum talking about my dad who's died. Can we go see him?
Yeah.
Except this time they didn't know that he died, but either way, the ending was still the same in the fact that they had to let him die for time to be safe again.
I did like how they kind of said this guy's going to die, and then we were just waiting for it to happen. I like that. But yeah, I didn't really like the evil little brother.
No.
I didn't really buy into him as a character.
No, but I suppose
That's fine.
It had a lot of parallels, I think, to current day, modern day. I felt, especially with when he was like listening to angry men on the radio. I was very much, I think, a nod to fake news, if you will, or people getting angry on social media or on podcasts, on YouTube and stuff.
I am still craving like a proper monster bad guy.
Yeah.
I don't think they've really delivered on that front yet. I think Tim Short's probably the closest they've got.
Yeah, there wasn't really the villains still survived in this one, technically.
Yeah, well, they weren't really villains.
Although I don't think they're going to come back in this one. Well, you could have a cameo from the witness people.
Yeah, saying Graham's going to die.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Tell Ryan that Graham's going to die.
Yeah.
But I did like how they kind of explored with Yasmin, like the whole theme of not being her granddad, and that's
Yes.
kind of what they've done with Ryan as well.
Yeah.
So I like that kind of parallel.
And by the end of it was a very short arc for her, because by the end of it she was like, oh, I want him to be my granddad kind of thing.
Yeah.
Although she didn't explicitly say it, she was
Yeah.
like, oh, it wouldn't be so bad if
And
this
it's
was.
kind of the first time she's been given an arc, so I'm glad they kind
Yes,
of
because
fleshed it out a bit more.
Ryan did take back more of a backseat in this
Yeah,
episode.
and we saw her family again very briefly, apart from like her grandmother. Even her sister and all that from the Spider one came back.
Yeah, like her dad was at the back when he's like, oh, we could get this fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah, overall I think it was good. Next week seems more sci-fi-y, which I think I'm excited for, because we haven't really had a proper sci-fi episode
Yeah, it's
since.
going to be a proper sci-fi one.
Oh, I'd say last week was a sci-fi episode, I
Yeah.
guess, but it didn't feel like
And Chibnall didn't write this one,
No.
which is like the
the only
first
one
for the series, really.
Which is weird, because it felt more like a Chibnall episode.
That's what I was
like,
thinking.
the-
It felt
the
kind
plot-
of like last week.
The plot felt more like when it was in Broadchurch, oh, who did it? Who murdered this guy?
Yeah.
It felt more like that
Yeah.
in this episode than it had
Maybe
in
it had
the
some
others.
kind of input, but it just didn't.
Yeah, maybe just gave an outline and the guy wrote it.
Yeah, because I think, certainly in the finale now, I think he writes. I think it's
Yeah.
different people. But
But yeah, I don't think this episode stood on anyone's toes. Like, it shouldn't offend anyone. If anyone's like offended by this episode,
I think they treated the subject matter and everything
yes,
pretty well.
even that, there's nothing in here that's like diverse for people.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing that should split opinion.
Yeah, and the guy who died is saying like, this isn't what we fought for.
Yeah.
I liked that kind of whole aspect of it.
Yeah, and if
The-
people were annoyed about it, I just don't get it.
There was a lot of emotional weight, which I wasn't expecting. So
Yes.
I appreciated that. Yeah, in terms of ranking it, I don't know. I think it would be
Worst
bottom
episode?
half again,
Is it
but
better than last week's? I think it's better than last
I
week's.
think I preferred it to last week. Yeah.
And do you reckon it's better than the Spider one?
I don't know. I had a lot more fun watching the Spider one, but I feel like
That's the
in
point.
terms of like writing
This,
and everything,
yeah,
I think
this one's supposed to be more of a emotional drama, whereas the Spider one was a silly sci-fi.
This is very much more a character show. I think now,
That's
character
why,
driven.
that's why Doctor
show.
Who's class is a drama
Yes.
rather than anything else.
Yeah.
It was alright.
Yeah. Good episode. I enjoyed it.
Now we're over halfway through the series.
We are 4 left.
4 left, and
weeks.
a New Year's special, which they've confirmed is New Year's now.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Cool.
Instead of got to wait a whole week, because apparently they did, when they were recording this series, they did film 11 episodes, not 10,
Yeah, that makes sense.
in a box. So it doesn't really make sense why they're moving it a week.
Yeah.
Whether they just BBC have got a packed Christmas schedule this year, maybe.
Yeah.
If it gets to Christmas Day and there's rubbish on TV, there'll be a lot of questions as to why they didn't put it on.
Yeah. So it's
But-
breaking the tradition, really.
Yeah, there hasn't been one since 2005, has there?
Yeah.
Christmas special. Because even when they had the off year, they still did a Christmas special.
Yeah.
Not that all of them are great. Looking at you, Doctor Wardrobe. What's it called?
Doctor, the Widow and the Wardrobe.
That one.
Yeah, that's not great. That was a waste of
terrible.
my Christmas.
That
But
was
yeah,
terrible.
it's fine. Matt Smith was in it, so it's fine. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Good episode. Looking forward to Lee Mack.
Yes, I'm excited to see if he can pull off acting as well as Bradley can.
Yeah.
I mean, he did have his own sitcom, so he can do some acting, but a sitcom's easier than.
I don't really like his sitcom though. Sorry.
Oh,
if
it's
you don't-
not. Ah,
I'm
his
going
sitcom's
out.
great.
I'm not going out.
I
The
thought-
theme tune's the best part. So.
I've got all 5 seasons of that. Well, not all 5.
You're the
there's
only
more
person in
than
the world who's bought those
Probably.
on DVD.
They weren't that much. I think I got them from That's Entertainment when that was open.
Right. I'm gonna get attacked by Lee Mack fans now.
Oh yeah, I'm
Apologise.
sure.
I
I'm
apologise
gonna
if you like Lee
tweet
Mack.
That's great.
Shut up, Neil.
Exactly. I'm gonna tweet that out and be like, this guy doesn't like Lee Mack, and then
Everyone's gonna hate
everyone's
me.
you're gonna get so many dislikes, unsubscribes.
Good God. Oh well, this is the end.
So if you don't see us next week, you know why.
It'll just be you next week.
Liam
Welcome
got,
to Liam's channel.
Liam got mobbed by Lee Mack fans.
He was killed. Yeah. I enjoyed this episode. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Very intrigued about next week, especially with that next time trailer.
Yes.
So I was like,
I
I don't really
imagine-
know what to go on, but
There'll be a proper trailer out on YouTube, I
Yeah.
imagine, in
like
behind
that brief like robot guy who kind of sort of
It
intrigues me.
looked that implied it as more like a case of, you know, when the little boxes get into the TARDIS.
Yeah.
I imagine that'll be a similar thing.
Yeah.
Like when they get a message from the psychic paper, it'll just be someone saying, "You've got something over here."
Yes. Should be
Can't
interesting
wait for
to
the
see what they
Amazon
do.
parallels.
There better be some Amazon jokes. Like a Prime service or something, next day delivery.
Oh, of course.
We'll see. But yeah, that was a pretty good episode. Interested to see what next week's gonna bring. And see you later. Bye!